Hey guys, we'll get started here in one moment. Let me go get my drink and then we'll get started. Hey guys, what's up? Hope all is well with everybody out there. Happy Monday. How about that? A little Monday break action with us. Alright, we'll get started here very shortly. What up, Jeff, Dudley, Steve, Thomas, Donald? What up, everybody? Miss anybody? Had a nice little family go away weekend to Hershey, Pennsylvania, if you guys are unfamiliar with the area. Yeah, that's very sad. I had heard while I was on our little weekend vacation that he was not doing well at all. I guess he gave an update, but it was through somebody, and yeah, knew it was kind of coming here, but it's very sad, obviously. Alright, guys. Let's head on over. I don't know why it's doing that, like, blinking thing, but it'll be doing that all night. Apparently there's a glitch with the OBS studio, but not a huge one, so we'll just grin and bear, as they say. Because I was in Hershey, I went to Trogs, got myself some new beers. I've never had this one. It's a Leaf Seeker. It's a West Coast style IPA, so I thought I would try this. I think Trogs makes an unbelievable IPA in general, so we put it in the little koozie, no whammies. Bad break love right there. Very sad to hear about that, Donald. What up, Michael? Love Hershey. Alright. As always, you buy five or more spots, you're going to get something in the mail. Let's go over what 5 or more spots will get you today. Alright, 5 or more spots will get you a pack of Bowman U Chrome Football 2022. Pretty sweet pack. Good chances of some really nice autos. A little pack of a couple throwback packs here. Pinnacle 1992 baseball. A little Nolan Ryan Texas Express pack. Some NBA hoops. Gravity 23-24. And how about some Score Football 2025 treat packs? So we'll do a treat pack of Score 2025. So as you bought 5 or more spots, that's coming your way. 10 or more spots, check out our little upgrade for you here. Alright, so we're going to do a Jumbo Chronicles Baseball 2023 pack. One of the Score treat packs 2025. Some Upper Deck Skybox Metal Universe Champion pack 2022. Some Donruss Gravity Basketball 24-25 right there. And then one of those Bowman U Chrome football packs from 2022. So like I always say, as long as you buy 5 or more spots, something is coming your way. Michael, that's funny. Alright, so over at dad-breaks.com, here's a look at our upcoming break schedule. We're breaking tonight because I am working an event tomorrow, so you're going to probably not hear from me all day tomorrow. I am working an event from 7:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. tomorrow for my job, so I will be away. I did take Wednesday off from work though, so I'll be able to work on our orders and everything all day Wednesday, get things updated. So you'll see that, some updates and shipping and all that good stuff on Wednesday. But tomorrow, long day with work, so I'll be stepping away. That's why we're breaking here on Monday. So we break in on Friday, and then we'll be breaking again the following Tuesday. So, big news, we talked about this last break. I decided to put together a Survivor Fantasy Football League. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go to dadbreaks.com, so dad-breaks. And you'll click on that. It'll tell you how to do it. You'll just click on this, or you can sign up if you have it's through Yahoo. You can either use the app or you can use their website. Either way, this is the group ID, this is the password. Every person is allowed to create one team, completely 100% free to join. And we got some prizes too. So $100 Dad Break gift card for first place, $35 for second, and $15 for third. So give away $150 in Dad Break gift cards. I thought this would be a little bit different, something fun to do. A little bit better than doing a fantasy football league itself, just because this way we can get as many people that want to join can join that way. Alright, so what is available? Not too much, just 2 break spots. Smaller break tonight, but just 2 break spots remain at this point. We have about 7, I think, at last I checked, spots left in the Gold Rush Blitz break tonight. That is a 4-item box break loaded with some big potential hits in there. And then last I checked, there was just 1 spot. Yep, the New York Jets. The only spot. They do have a Aaron Rodgers. I know you think of him as a Steeler now, of course. But they do have a Aaron Rodgers Jets headliner as the only spot remaining here. So if anybody wants to get a spot, Team Pacific Jets here. Everything else is sold out tonight. And here we are again with the upcoming break schedule. Alright guys, if you have questions, let me know. Put it in the chat. Welcome anybody that is new. Seriously, Steve. Oh, I'm that way too. Alright. Not new. The newest one we just have is the Game On one from my daughter that she made. Welcome, Steven. glad to have you on board. If you have questions along the way, feel free to put it in the chat. We're all good here. Alright guys, so what you guys see here is for the single Gold Rush football jersey. So it's a single Gold Rush football jersey. This was an eBay break. You see some teams that are available: the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Browns, the Jaguars, the Raiders, and the Commanders. Technically they are not available. So what happened here? We went in, we sold those on the site. They were either unpaid or unsold sites, and they were claimed. Alright, so I'm going to bring you on. They were claimed here. Juan bought 2 spots. Casey bought 3. Alright, so Juan bought 2. Casey bought 3. And let me do one thing real quick here. I want to make sure I have this correct. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to copy those names. So you can see right here, I'm going to copy these and we're going to put them over into the randomizer. Alright, so let me pull up random.org real quick here. Alright, so we'll take that, put those in, and we're going to just take these, do it 7 times, and that's going to determine the order of those spots for this single jersey break. So that's 5 times. We're at 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, so Casey. Then, so we have Casey, 1, Casey. So we'll do it like this. We'll paste that in. You look there. So Casey, you're going to have the Cardinals and Panthers. Juan's going to have the Browns and the Jags. And then Casey's going to have the Chargers and the Commanders. Alright, so give me a second. Go ahead and put those in for you guys. So bear with me one moment. Alright guys, I'm going to now refresh this list and we'll be able to go in and break this bad boy open. And of course, with the technology being funky, is it going to have trouble refreshing tonight? They did a update for OBS, and I'm wondering if that's causing any issues. Oh, that's going to be lovely. Alright, well there's a hack. I'll be right back. Alright, that did not work. Gotta love it. OBS with the failed refresh. I haven't seen it yet. Too busy with our travels. No, read, access, fresh browser screen. Wow, this is weird. Don't. Oh, this is frustrating. I have never had to deal with this before, guys. Happened a few times, seriously. It's unfortunately it's not something I can fix. It seems like so I use software called OBS, and there was an update, and I always regret doing the updates. Because it's not letting me do this now. Gotta love it. I knew that was an issue. Alright guys, well here's the deal. We know, from my side, because you can actually see on my end, here I'll just show you, this is what it looks like on my end. Don't have to worry about that, it's a copy paste thing that I do. It's not refreshing. Okay. No worries. Alright, well, here's what we'll do. If it's one of those spots that ends up hitting, sweet sassy molassie. But we've got box 1. We got to figure out what box it's going to be. I'm going to have everybody out there. Yeah, seriously, Donald. I'm going to have everybody out there put on one line 2 NFL teams. We'll do this how we normally do it. We'll deal with any glitches. Hey, if one of these teams comes up that you don't see there on the left, hey, we know that that Juan and Casey were the ones that had those spots. So, box 1 is on the table. We're going to figure out which box, but give me 2 teams. This will give you a chance at a box of mystery. We also have boxes 2, 5, and 6. Alright, so hopefully this stuff all works normal. Alright, so 1, 2, 5, and 6, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 5 here, guys. We're going to grab box 5. Alright. Here is box number 5. There goes box 1. Alright. In our break, we have Casey with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Troy with the Ravens, Mike has the Buffalo Bills, Casey with the Carolina Panthers, Juan's got the Shy Bears, Steven with the Bungles. We've got Juan with the Brownies, Mark has the Cowboys, Troy with the Broncos, David with the Lions, Mark has the Pack Attack, Troy with the Texans and the Colts, Juan's got the Jacksonville Jaguars, William's got the Chiefs, we've got Casey with the Las Vegas Raiders, Justin with the Chargers, Kelsey with the Rams, Troy with the Dolphins, Shirlene with the Vikes, Troy with the Pats, Mike has the Saints, Jeremiah was a Bullfrog and has the New York Football Giants. Jace looking to hit big with the New York Jets. Big show. Kelsey's got the Fly Eagle Fly, Shirlene with them Steelers. Norberto looking to hit big with the Niners. Just in time to get the Seahawks. Troy with the Bucks, Mike has the Titans, and Casey at the bat with the Washington Commanders. Alright guys, I'm going to call this here. No more guesses. Hey, look! It showed up. There we go. It took long enough. Alright guys, no more guesses here. Let's bring out that pizza. That delicious pie of goodness right here. Game on. Alright guys, I want to wish everybody a little good luck and have some fun. Sealed up all the way around. Secondary seals underneath there. We're going to cut into that, see what we got right now. Remember, if you are new here, welcome. We do giveaways throughout the whole evening, so even if you aren't in any other breaks, you're welcome to stick around even past this break to enjoy the giveaways that I'll do all night. Alright, so secondary seal right there. Let's cut into it, see what we got. I see a 2 and a 4. Alright, we have A.J. Terrell Jr., defensive back from the Atlanta Falcons. David is on the board. So the David and William combo right there. A.J. Terrell, Pro Bowl cornerback. Got some big new contract recently. Going out to the Atlanta Falcons. Alright, that was Beckett on our authentication. Alright, guess he's got the Falcons. Alright, anybody else with the Falcons guess? Oh, Dudley with the Falcons guess. Alright, it looks like it's going to come down to Dudley or David. Alright, Dudley and David. One of you is going to get a chance at a box of mystery here. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, so. Making sure. Yep. Alright, Dudley. 7 times here, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, Dudley. Dudley, you are going to get the box of mystery. All right, Dudley. There'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy here, Dudley. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, here we go. Dudley's on the board. Like I said, 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. We've got flowers, we've got gold, and we've got the shark. Alright, Dudster. Uh-oh, Michael, you can't go with the babes on this one. Going with the gold. Alright. Passing up on the shark. Inside the shark was a pack of Prism Draft Picks football. Prism Draft Picks football. Missed out on that. Alright. Let me grab that. Real quick here, give me 1 second. Alright, could we have? No, we missed out on the big hit. Missed out on the big hit. This is a 2017 Draft Picks Jumbo. 2017 Draft Picks Jumbo pack with a chance at a Mahomes rookie. Alright, so that means you got the whammy. Alright, the whammy. And out of here is a, look at that, a whammy. You've got a Funko of Loki. Look at that. Not bad at all. Little Marvel love for you coming your way. Alright, Dudley. They don't work on Mondays. You are welcome, Dudley. Alright, so remember, not all whammies created equal. Alright, guys. The next screen I am about to take you guys to is ready for a little baseball. Alright. Oh, they're going blanky. That is so weird. Alright. This one, a little bit different than what we just did. You guys are going to put on one line only, 3 Major League Baseball players. 3 players. If you guess the player comes out of here, guaranteed to get a box of mystery. Everyone that guesses correctly gets a box of mystery with the player guess. Alright, we have box number 3 on the table. We also have box number 4. 3 and 4 are the possibilities right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4. Let's make that swap. That's so weird how it's going blank for a second with the list. Alright, box 4 right there. Alright, last call on those guesses. We have Adam with the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Troy has the Orioles, Ashley with the Red Sox, Casey at the bat with the Cubs and Chi Sox, Troy with the Reds and Guards, Adam with the Rocks, George has the Tigers, Troy has the Astros and the Royals, Jake has the Angels and the Dodgers, Adam with the Marlins, Casey's got the Brewers and Twins, Adam's got the Mets, Troy with the Yanks, Zachary's got the A's, Justin with the Phillies and the Pirates. Troy has the Padres. Zachary's got the Giants. Troy's going hard with the Mariners, Cards, Rays, and Rangers. Ashley's got the Jays, and Troy swinging for the Nets. Alright, guys. Let's call this here. No more guesses. No more guesses. Alright, here we are. Box number 4. Box number 4. We called the no more guesses on it. Give it a little tap. Game on. Box 4. It's sealed up all the way around. Secondary seals right there. Cut it around like that. Let's go. I see the number 1, the number 6. Look at that! From the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore Orioles. Look, Colby Mayo. Colby Mayo coming out of there. That's looking good on your sandwich. Look at that. Look, Kobe. I always say Colby. Kobe. That's the second time I've done that now. Kobe Mayo. I always want to say Colby. Alright, Baltimore Orioles, Troy. Troy the O's guy right there. Nice hit for you there, Troy. Kobe Mayo, Baltimore Oriole, Beckett authentication. There you go. One of the best young hitters in young hitting prospects slash now major leaguer in the game. Alright, Kobe Mayo jersey. Alright, that too is Beckett authenticated. Alright. Did we have any Mayo guesses? No Mayo guesses, that's okay. Everybody that put a guess in is going to have a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, everybody will have a chance at a box of mystery here. There'll be some hits, there'll be some whammy, love, all the good stuff. As long as you put a guess in, you're going to have a chance here at the box of mystery. Alright. Alright, so we'll just go through. I've got the names copied. Into the randomizer we go. And as long as your name shows up, like Matt P would show up. Now, guesses won't count, we'll just go with the name. You know, because it separates with those, you know, the emojis essentially. There's 4 times, there's 5, 6, one more makes it 7. Alright, Jake. It is Jake. Congratulations, Jake. Go ahead. Make your selection on the box of mystery. Did we lose Jake? Uh-oh. There we go. Jake's in the house. Jake's going with the babes. Alright, Jake. Passed up on a hobby pack of Topps Baseball. Topps Baseball 2023 hobby pack. Alright, passed up on Gold. And Gold had a hobby pack of Panini Extra Edition. Chance at a 1 in 2 chance at an auto or mem card. Uh-oh, Jake. We are 2 for 2 in the Miami category. Oh, Jake, you got some Flamin' Hot Cheeto socks. Look at that. Some Flamin' Hot Cheetos coming your way. Look at that. Those bad boys styling and profiling. Fire indeed. You're welcome. Alright guys, I am going to be testing everybody's eyesight on this next page. Alright, the next list. And don't worry, we'll read it out loud. You might want to put it on HD, but boom! Look at that. Doing a lot of divisional breaks tonight. But don't worry, at the end of this, I will do 3 giveaways. 3 giveaways here as well. And all you have to do is give me a divisional guess. And I'll have 4 boxes out there. 1 whammy, 3 hits. And we'll make sure one of those hits is a chance at a 2017 hobby pack from, what's it called? From the Mahomes rookie year. Troy. Alright, so for this one, mini helmet time. Go ahead, put in the chat. 1 NFL division. Go ahead, put that in. 1 NFL division. I've got box 1 on the table. Box 5 directly behind me. 1 and 5 here are the possibilities. While you guys do that real quickly, over on the website, just have the Jets. Just the only spots available at this point. If you want to grab a spot, just joining. We have the Jets in the single mini helmet 2 jersey break, so 3 box break. And then we have in a 4 item break, and you get a random team, just $22 for a spot here in a random team. We have the Blitz Gold Rush break here, so real nice stuff. Some monster potential hits in that break. Alright, so that is all that's available at this point. If you want to grab a spot, we're doing a smaller break tonight and a smaller break on Friday. Alright. Last call on the guesses there. We have to figure out which box we're going to use. 1 and 5 are the possibilities. 1's on the table, 5's behind me. There's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 1, going with what's out there and what's fun. Alright, guys. We have Matt with the AFC East, Mike the AFC North, Kelsey the AFC South, Justin has the AFC West, David the NFC East, Mike the NFC North, and then Steve has the NFC South and the NFC West. Yeah, Michael, it is. Isn't that crazy? Alright, guys. By the way, Michael, I need you to message me on the website. Denzel Ward is an interesting player. The Browns, he started his career out really, really well. And he's not played as well recently, unfortunately, Thomas. Interesting question to ask, though. What makes you ask that? Possible trade out there? Michael, I need you to message me your address either through the website or through eBay. Just to make sure. Yeah, no worries. Alright, guys. Box 1. Here we go. Game on. Box 1. Sealed up all the way around. Front, back. It's go time. Alright. Here's a name. Really big running back. Not on this team anymore. But let's see who's got this spot. We have running back Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs on a Raiders helmet. Alright, so Josh Jacobs, Beckett authenticated speed helmet. Raiders. This is an AFC West hit. AFC West. Alright, so Josh Jacobs on an AFC West hit. Hey, no worries. Alright, Justin. First time breaker. Getting the hit here. Congratulations, Justin. Josh Jacobs delivering the goods. Alright, Beckett authenticated and actually player authentication on there as well. So it has 2 authentications on your new lid. Alright, AFC West for the guests. Steve, got you in there. Grace/Ashley in there. Michael Evans. Alright, I think that's everybody. Nope, Angela as well. Alright, so we added on that one Steve, Grace/Ashley, Mike, and Angela. Alright, you like the team you guessed? Go ahead, put it in there again. If you want to change it up, feel free to do so. We're going to do a full-size football, and it's going to be this box right here, box number 3. This guy right there, it's the box we're going to open. So go ahead, put your guess in real quick, because we're going to open this bad boy here in a second. By the way, I don't know if I did mention, but new beer, first time trying it, I'm liking it. But then again, I like every IPA Trogs has ever made. Alright, Leaf Seeker, West Coast IPA. Alright, guys. Steve's got the AFC East. Jake, the AFC North. Troy, the AFC South. Justin, the AFC West. Steve, the NFC East. Chad, the NFC North. David, the NFC South. And Kelsey, the NFC West. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Game on. Alright, box 3. Sealed up all the way around. Looking delightful. Rip it, then ship it, guys. Well, and it can. Sometimes you can just rip it the heck out of it and tear it. Alright, we have a dual autograph. Here we go. Another AFC West, guys. We have a Charlie Joyner and Kellen Winslow. Dual autograph football. Alright, so a couple Hall of Famers on this Beckett authenticated Chargers football. Alright, Kellen Winslow and Charlie Joyner. Alright. Well, this time it is a different Justin. So we have 2 different Justins back to back. Alright, sweet looking football. Charlie Joyner, Kellen Winslow. Alright, AFC West for the win again. Guess I never did that button. Alright, Steve, back to back. Mike, back to back. Alright, for this one we're only adding 2 names. Looks like just Mike and Steve again. Alright, guys. It is time for a little baseball. Go ahead, put your baseball division guesses in. Alright, we have 2 box options. I have box number 2 on the table and box number 5. 2 and 5 here for the baseball jersey. 2 and 5. Alright, 2 and 5 one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 5, let's make that swap. Give me a second to grab that. Box 5, here we are, box 5. Box 2, not today. Alright, guys, in this break, last call on those guesses here. Last call, we have Troy with the AL East, Michael the AL Central, Ashley the AL West, Daniel the NL East, Justin with the NL Central, and Jake the NL West. Alright, guys, no more guesses here. A little love from the pizza pie. Game on. Let's go. Nom, nom. Box 5. So this has the strip. And we're just going to cut into that. Enjoy this. See what we got. Oh, all right. We have Marquise Grissom. Marquise Grissom. And this is on a Montreal Expos jersey. Montreal Expo, Marquise Grissom. Guys, that goes Nationals, which is also the NL East. The NL East coming out of there. Marquise Grissom. Alright, so that is a hit for Daniel. Daniel. Marquise Grissom. Grissom won a World Series with the Braves, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like he did. And by the way, we have 5 spots remaining in the blitz break remaining. So one's the jet spot in the mini helmet and 2 jersey break, and 5 spots remaining in our blitz break. Alright guys, with this one it was NL East. Let's see, Mike, getting your name added, Mike W. Thomas, you are added. Charlene / Mike Anderson, you are going to be added. Michael Miller and Jeff being added. Alright, so it looks like we added Mike W, Thomas, Mike A / Charlene, Jeff, and Michael M. Alright guys, go ahead, give me your basketball break guesses, basketball division guesses. We know it's going to be box 3. This guy right here is going to be the one we're using tonight. Box 3. Alright, last call on those guesses already because I want to read off some names. We've got Charlene with the Atlantic. Chad has the Central. Kelsey has the Southeast. Jake's got anything really far out west with the Northwest, the Pacific, and the Southwest. Alright guys, I'm calling no more guesses. Wishing everybody here some good luck. Let's go. Alright, this like I always say, box 3, let's get that out there. Whoa, so much for using that as a good luck charm. Alright. Alright guys, rip it and ship it deal right here. Let's go. There we go guys. I think I know this. I think this guy has the best last name in sports, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is a Paul Pierce. I'm almost positive that's Paul Pierce there, which would be a Celtic hit, guys. But I will double check to make sure that's a Paul Pierce. It is Beckett on the authentication. Beckett on the authentication, which would put us with the Atlantic, if it is Paul Pierce. Let's see if my guess or thoughts are correct. Best last name in sports, if it is. AC 34054. Will capture love of 37244. Oh, sure is. Paul Pierce. There's my cousin. There's my cousin. Alright, guys. Paul Pierce on an Atlantic hit right there. Paul Pierce. There we go. Kansas legend, Celtic legend. Let's do it. Paul Pierce. And that's going out to Charlene. Nice hit, Charlene. Alright, guys. Nice hit, Charlene. Atlantic for the guesses. Alright, Dudley. Your name is going to be added. Jake. Added. Thomas. And then Mike / Charlene got the guess right. Alright. Hug McGraw. Thomas's favorite player as a kid. There we go. Alright. Dad and Will, aka David, getting things started here. Go ahead. We're going to do our photo here. So it's 2 photos. We know it is going to be this photo. It's the last one we have from this entire series. So it's going to be this 16 by 20. We have to figure out which 8 by 10 we are going to use here, guys. So we have to figure that out. Alright, it looks like we have every number but 5 and 6 as a possibility here. You guys got to put in the chat, active or retired baseball, active or retired football, active or retired basketball, hockey, or other. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box number 2, photo number 2. Alright, so let's go in and grab number 2. Cross it off our cheat sheet. Save this because we'll need that later. And these are the 2 boxes we'll be using. Alright, last call on those guesses. Zachary's got active and retired baseball. Charlene's got active football. Mark's got retired football. Mark also has active and retired basketball. Jake's got a little hockey dance. And Mark has other. Alright, no more guesses. No more guesses. Let's get that hockey puck out there right now. Why not? A little hockey puck. Keep that made. Alright. Hockey stick tap. Well, there goes that side. Alright, the 8 by 10 Hall of Famer. Look at that. Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary. So we have retired football. Alright, Secretary of Defense. Samurai himself. Mike Singletary. Alright, Mark. Congrats. Alright, got the puck. Moving it in. Let's go. Last one from this series. This was number 8. Number 8. Alright, so you can see that seal all the way around. Good luck, everybody. Give it a pop up there. Alright, here we go. We have... Look at that monster of a hit, guys. Absolute monster. Way to end this series. We have Ronald. He got a home run tonight. Acuna Jr. That's a sick-looking photo, too. Oh, what a nice-looking photo. Zachary with a great hit right there. Look at that. That's a cool photo. Love the uni on that too. All right, nice. Congrats, Zachary. All right, so we're going to have active baseball and retired football for our hits here. By the way, this is Major League Baseball, Beckett and Ronald Acuna. Or not Beckett. Major League Baseball, JSA and Major League and Ronald Acuna authenticated. Hey, you are welcome, sir. Alright, see who we're adding here. Active baseball is Mike. Angela. Steve, what up, Steve? Steve, I've got you in here. Dudley, you're gonna. No, sorry, Dudley. Jeff, your name is getting added. Matt P, your name is added. And that's gonna do it. Alright, so we just added Mike W, Angela, Steve, Jeff, and Matt P. Alright. If I missed somebody, let me know. But last things last here, we've got hockey. Brand new series, brand new case. Alright, brand new series, brand new case. Here we are, series 12. This was case number 7 of 10. We're going to open this up, see what we got in here. Alright. For this, we'll make it very simple. There are numbers on this, but for this, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 through 5, 6 through 10 for figuring it out tonight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box number 4. Box number 4. Alright, guys, so 1, 2, 3. This is number 4, and the real number is number 32. Number 32. Alright, so we'll take these guys off. Alright, and like I said, box 32 will be the one we use. Alright, last call on the hockey guesses here. We've got Steve with the Atlantic and the Metro. Daniel's got the Central. And June is going with the Pacific. Alright, guys, no more guesses here. Let's go into this, see what we got. Let's crack it open. Let's go on that breakaway there. He shoots. He scores. Alright, guys, here we go. Puck. Puck, yeah. Alright, we'll give that a pull out there. We're going to cut along this and along that right there. One time, 2. We have Hit Parade from the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild coming out of here. Upside down. We have Joel Eriksson. Joel Eriksson. Alright, Joel Eriksson Ek. Joel Eriksson Ek, I should say. Joel Eriksson Ek coming out of there on a wild hit. Alright, so Minnesota Wild going out Central. And in our break, that is Daniel. Daniel, Minnesota Wild. Joel Eriksson Ek. Yeah, 30 goals scorer last year. Not this past season, but 2 seasons ago. And was on pace to be around there this year. Alright. Daniel. Alright, Dudley, your name is going to get added. Grace/Ashley, your name is added. Michael, your name is added. Matt P, your name is added as well. That is it. Alright. So for this, it looks like I'm just adding Dudley, Grace/Ashley, Mike Evans, and Matt P. If I missed somebody, let me know. Again, one more nice look at that. Alright, now put those boxes together. Let's do this. Big time potential here in our break room. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy out there. Or 3 hits. 3 hits. There'll be 3 hits. I apologize. That's right. 3 hits in this one. Alright, so I'll be putting these guys out there. And then we'll see what you guys end up picking. We have flowers, we have shark, we have gold, and then we'll have babes. Well, there we go, Troy. Man, does he have some prestigious power, too. Alright, so the way this is going to work, we're going to take the top 3 names. Alright, top 3 names. And then if they repeat, so for example, Mike's name is in here a few times, Mike W. We're going to take the first 3 names that don't repeat. So Mike would only get 1 time. So if his name repeats, we'll move down, take the name that's listed 4th. We want to get 3 unique names here. So we'll do this 7 times. Good luck, everybody. Top 3 names here are listed on the 7th time. Get a box of mystery. There's 3 hits, 1 whammy. 1 massive potential hit, too. 6 times and 7 times. Alright, so it'll be Mike Evans, Jeff. Mike repeats, so we'll move down to Grace/Ashley. So Mike, you're going to pick first. Mr. Evans picks first. Jeff, you're going to pick second. And then Ashley, you're going to pick third. Alright, congratulations. Again, Mike Evans picks first. Jeff, you're going to pick second. And then Ashley, you are picking third. Alright, let me put your names on stickers for you guys here. Mike Evans, go ahead and make a selection. Then Jeff, you can make one after that. And then Ashley. Alright, Mike went babes. Jeff went shark. Ashley, which one would you like? What up, Joshua? Ashley/Grace. Alright, gold. Alright, you guys all passed up on the flowers. Alright, everybody passed up on the flowers. Inside, I think everybody passed up on flowers. Yep. Inside the flowers were a hobby pack of baseball. 1 in 2 chance at an auto or mem card. So we missed out on that. So someone's going to get the big time hit here. Someone is getting the big time hit. Alright, Ashley, you went gold. How about this, Ashley? Ashley, you have a chance at a Mahomes rookie in here. This is the 2017 Jumbo Pack. Rookie galore. Chance of Mahomes rookie out of here. Alright, Ashley, let's go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, Ashley, specifically on this. Alright. Oh, that's a great rookie. Look at this rookie on the top. How about a Dalvin Cook rookie? Dalvin Cook rookie. How about a Deshaun Watson rookie? Artavis Scott. Desmond King. Corey Clement. Noah Brown. A Julio Jones parallel. Le'Veon Bell. DeAndre Hopkins. Phillip Rivers. Frank Gore. Michael Thomas. Von Miller, Khalil Mack, Brian Bosworth, Matt Forte, and the rest of your rookies: Amara, Darbo, Solomon Thomas, Taywan Taylor, and Marcus Williams. But look at this. Look at these top two right here. Dalvin Cook, Deshaun Watson. Two big name guys. Obviously Watson not the same as he was a couple years ago. Same with Cook, but two monster young rookies that started in the league. All right, congrats again, Ashley, on the pack. You are welcome. All right, then we went Shark to Jeff. All right, Jeff, you went Shark. Ooh, look at this. Look at this, Jeff. We have a Prism Monopoly pack. Some potential monster, very valuable cards out of here, Jeff. All right, Monopoly 24-25 pack. Monopoly 24-25. All right, Jeff. You have a Damian Lillard. There is a parallel in here. A Bub Carrington. All right, not bad. Bub Carrington rookie. You have a parallel Darius Garland in some team colors there. That's a nice looking card. All right, and then you have a Cade Cunningham. All right, so you got some studs in there. And a nice Bub Carrington. All right, those cards coming your way, Jeff. All right, Mike, I hate to be the one. You are welcome. Hate to be the one, a bearer of bad news, Mike. But, whammy! All right, Mike. You have a micro. Look at that, world's smallest micro toy box right here. All right. Let's open this up. Let's cut this open. All right, let's see. World's smallest toy box. All right. What's coming out of here? This is your package. And here's like a what could it be checklist type of deal. All right, Mike. Here we go. You have, this is really cool. You have two things in here. You have a Transformers. Look at this, World's Smallest Transformers. This is a comic book. This is really cool. There's a real comic book in here. Really tiny print, but look at that. World's Smallest comic book Transformers. And how about a Transformer right there? Look at this. Isn't that, yeah, Optimus Prime. And that actually will open up and you can take it out and play with it if you wanted to, and it will transform. So World's Smallest Transformer, comic book, and Transformer. That's really cool. You were awesome. And welcome. Alright. Mike, that's coming your way. Not all whammies created equal. Stocking stuffers. I like how that was worded earlier. Thank you for doing that. That was Troy, I think, said that. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. Alright, at this time, the only thing left, we have 3 spots remaining in the Blitz break. Everything else is sold out. Thank you everybody out there for buying spots tonight in the break. And don't forget, if you are joining now, I have on the website information about a free, completely free Survivor Fantasy Football League. All you have to do, you don't even have to know a whole lot about football if you don't want to. You pick a team to win every week. As long as your team wins, literally that's all it has to do. You stay on, and then the top 3 prizes places will get gift cards. I'll give a $100 gift card to the guy or girl that wins it. $35 to second place, and $15 to third place. So $150, completely free. I'll give out for joining and having some fun with this. So I thought that'd be a fun thing to do. We have a great group, and it'd be a lot of fun to do that. So Fantasy Football Survivor League, completely free. Feel free to share this link, the URL, with anybody you know. They don't have to have a dad break account even. They're welcome to join. So if you have friends you work with or whatever, it gives me exposure to the site, so I appreciate that. But then also gets more people involved, and we have more fun with this. So thank you guys. That all being said, I think it's a good time for a little baseball. Alright, I'm going to have everybody out there. You are going to give me, it's going to be the Gold Rush bats and 2 TriStar baseballs. Everybody in the chat, you are going to give me 4 Major League players, 1 line. 4 players, 1 line. If it comes out of either baseball or the bat, you are going to get a box of mystery, and we'll guarantee no whammies. Alright, so we'll guarantee no whammies with that. Yep, and someone bought those last spots, so I think there were 2 people. It was Steve and Joshua coming in and buying those last 3 spots there, so thank you guys. I really do, obviously, I say this all the time, but I do appreciate it. So I'm just going to put those in. Alright, we got to figure out the 2 baseballs. I have 1 and 2 on the table. I also have 3, 5, 6, and 7. Alright. That is 6. There we go. There's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So 2 staying out there, but 7 is going to replace box 1. 7 will replace box 1. Alright, so got my favorite poker hand. We got 7, and we've got 2 staying in. Box 1's coming out. Alright. For the bat, we are going to have box 1 out there. Let me see what numbers we have remaining from that case. 2, 3, 4, and 6. So every number but 5 is available. Every number but 5. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6 here, guys. Box number 6. So there's box 6 right there. Box 1's coming off, and I don't think I even showed that said 6. There you go. Alright guys. 2, 7 on the table with the baseball. 6 is the bat. Alright guys, we have Jake with the Diamondbacks, Matt with the Braves, Troy has the Orioles, Joe in the house, welcome back Joe with the Bo Sox, David's got the Cubs and White Sox, Matt has the Reds, Jake has the Guards, Case has the Rocks, Tigers, and Astros, Michael's got the Royals, Richard with the Angels, Jake has the Dodgers, Case has the Marlins, Ashley with the Brew Crew, Matt with the Twins, David with the Mets, Case has the Yanks, Matt has the A's, Tom's got the Phillies, welcome to the big show Tom, Matt has the Buccos, David's got the Padres, we've got Zachary with his Giants, Richard with the M's, Michael's got his Cards, Dudley doing it with the Rays, Matt with the Rangers, Mike has his Jays, and David with the Nets. Alright guys, let's get our good luck baseball duck out there. Quack quack! And you know what? We'll get our or our favorite actor out there as well. He'll give a little tap and stand back and watch things. Alright, take our note off. This is box 2. Box 2, you can see that seal all the way around. Now a cut, a rip, and then our secondary seal. You'll see that right there and there. Let's give it a cut, see what we got. Alright, Rawlings authenticated. Ooh. Alright, I like his nickname. I always like saying his nickname, so I'll have fun with that. We have a Rawlings authenticated Major League Baseball. We have Mr. El Duque. Orlando Hernandez. El Duque. Alright, I believe it'll be a Yankee, but we'll make sure that's the most games played is a Yankee on that. Alright, there we go. Wow, El Duque's 59. Where is time gone, guys? Alright, no doubt about it. New York Yankees on the hit. Alright, Yankee on the hit. Congratulations, going out the case. Alright, Orlando Hernandez. I think Levon Hernandez, his brother, was the World Series MVP. If I'm not mistaken, the brother, not Orlando. I think it was Levon. Alright, here we go. Box 7. Box 7. Quack, quack! Sealed up all the way. I guess I never did that button. Can't say that now. Alright, secondary seal. Right there and right there. Alright. Based on games played here, Rawlings, Major League Baseball, we have Ray Knight, and I'm pretty sure that'll be a Reds hit, but I'll double check on that. Ray Knight. Alright, so Ray Knight. Oh yeah. Cincinnati Reds had the great MVP World Series run, or great run with the Mets. Yeah, MVP type year with them. But this was a Reds hit. All right, Cincinnati Reds. Matt, congratulations, Matt. Ray Knight. Would go on to do some managing as well in his career. Not sure if I showed that. Alright. No, bat time. Alright, guys. This is the barrel right here, so I'm actually going to open up on the other end. This was box 6, though. Alright, so we're going to open up on this side. That's the knob end. Give it a little tap along the lines there. Good luck, everybody. Cut. There we go. Oh, Hall of Famer coming out of here. All right. We have from the Philadelphia Phillies, I believe. I don't think it's a Cardinal. I think it just ekes out with the Phillies, but I'll double check. Scott Rowland. Scott Rowland. Like I said, I think he just ekes things out with the Phillies, but let me check. It could be... Oh, that's right. He was, or is, Donald. Alright, Scotty Rowland. Games played. Yes, it is. Philadelphia Phillies right there. Alright, congratulations, Phillies on the hit here. In this break, it's Tom. Tom, first time breaker. Welcome, Tom. Congratulations. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Got yourself a Tom. You got Scott Rowland, Hall of Fame third baseman, coming your way. Alright, by the way, the Scott Rowland, I believe, is Beckett. Yep, Beckett. It's hard to see it right there, but Beckett on the authentication on the bat. Very nice. Alright, any guesses on the correct lines there? Rowland. Alright, not seeing any correct guesses. But you know what? Still gonna do a box of mystery. We'll do 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy on this. By the way, I have 2 brand new giveaway or box breaks this Friday. 2 brand new box breaks this Friday. Stay tuned to that. 2 brand new box breaks coming up. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to these new box breaks. Products I have never done. Well, one I've done. The baseball is just a brand new baseball, but the football, it's a VIP football box. So the prices are going to be more than I typically want to charge for a spot with only 2 hits. But they're all authentic helmets, and the hits are insane. The potential for the hits is like Mahomes, Brady, all the big names on authentic helmets, like full size with the visors. So you'll want to stay tuned for that, and those stuff will be on the site when the break ends tonight. Not a lot of spots going to be available. A lot of breaks on Friday. It'll be a smaller break as well for Friday night. So take a look at that. Yeah, there are some speed flexes. There's everything. But it's actually called the VIP line. So you'll see. It'll be on the site as soon as the break ends tonight. There's 2, there's 3, 4, and I only got a couple of those breaks, and I'll do those sporadically here. All right, top name, get in the box. Steve, there you go. Look at that, Steve. Go ahead, Steve. Pick which box you would like. There's 2 hits. There's 1 whammy in there, and that's that one. All right, Steve. Yeah, definitely no marathon on Friday. Alright. Let's go gold. Alright. Passing up on the Shark. Inside the Shark, that was a big one. A Topps Chrome pack. So we missed out on the Topps Chrome pack. Alright. And you passed up on the Babes. The Babes had the Seasons Treatings. It's a s'mores kit Christmas ornament. So you missed out on quote unquote whammy. Alright. That means Steve coming out of here. How about a pack of Prism Baseball? Prism Baseball. Let's do it. Well, Prism Baseball for you, Steve. This is a 2021 pack. All right, you have a Jonathan Stiver. There's a nice rookie. Jonathan India, former Rookie of the Year. A Jesus Luzardo. His name is being talked about a lot lately in your area. Jesus Luzardo. And then Mike Soroka. All right, Mike Soroka. All right, nice India rookie, though, right there. Nothing absolutely monstrous, but you never know with Prism. Only a few cards, but potential for monsters. Hey, as always, you're welcome. Alright, guys. I think we should... trying to think the best order. I think we should do a mini helmet and 2 jersey break. Alright, so let's do box 1 and 2 for the jersey. Box 1 as a mini helmet. Alright, guys. Yes, it is, Steve. Yes, it is. Alright. Let's figure this out. The way I'm going to have this go for you guys, you're going to put, why not, 4 players, 1 line. 4 NFL players, 1 line. If you correctly guess a player that comes out of any of the 3 boxes we end up opening here, you will get box of mystery. There will be no whammies. No whammies. Alright, so everybody that guesses correctly will get a box with no whammies. Alright, we have box 1 on the table. 1, 3, 4, 9, 11, and 12. 9, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 times. Box 1, the guy that's out there staying with what's fun. Alright, for the jerseys, I have boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 out there. 1 and 2 are out there on the table. 3, 4, 6, and 7 are also possibilities. 2 times 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 6 and 2. So 2 is going to stay out there. 6 going to replace box 1. Alright, so 6 going to replace box 1. So there's box 6. There goes box 1. Alright, guys. In our break, and last call on those guesses, get those ones in. Last call on those guesses. Jake has the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Richard with the Ravens, Adam with the Bills, Casey's got the Panthers, Matt's got the Bears, David with the Bungles, Mike has the Browns, Jared with the Cowboys, Juan's got the Broncos, Daniel's got the Lions, June's got the Packers, Mike has the Texans, William has the Colts, Matt has the Jaguars, Case has the Chiefs, Case has the Chiefs and the Raiders. Dudley's got the Chargers. June's got the Rams. Justin with the Dolphins. David's got the Vikes. Mike has the Pats. Justin with the Saints. William's got the Giants. Ashley with the Jets. Steve has the Fly Eagle Fly. Joshua with the Steelers and the Niners. Reed in the action. Welcome to the big show, Reed. You've got the Seahawks. William's got the Bucks. Matt's got the Titans. Larry's sitting on the commode. Alright, no more guesses, guys. Let's do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, hey. Why not? Let's get a little beer juice out there. Alright, this is box number 2. Box number 2. Alright, so we can see our seal right there. We're going to go look at it all the way around. And then we're going to cut into the action right there. If I can find what I did with the box cutter. Maybe. There we go. Alright, we have Evans. Oh, okay. We have running back Zach Evans. Zach Evans. Running back Zach Evans. Coming out of here. Alright. He's with the team. He's a former Ram. That's his Ole Miss jersey. Zach Evans. Where did he end up? That former? He was with the... I swear he was on the roster right now. July 28th, today. He would retire from football altogether. Alright, guys. That means literally today. July 28th. So it does not go to Jets because he's retired. This is going to go to games played in his career. That is very interesting. That is a Rams hit. That is a Rams hit. Alright. Wow. That is interesting. Alright. June. Congratulations. Ashley, I apologize. We break this last week. It's a Jets hit. Zach Evans, JSA authenticated on our hit right there. Zach Evans. That is an interesting... Wow. That's unheard of. Alright, Rams. That's... I've never seen it either. Alright, well, let's see what's coming out of box 6. Here we go. Little beer juice flapping its wings, sealed up. Loving life. Large. Let's go. Look at that. Double hit for the Rams. Look at that. Don't bring this name up on the Jim Rum show. But we have Mr. Everett. Don't call him Chris. We have Jim Everett. Jim Everett. Coming out of there. Do not call him Chris. Although his wife's name is Chris or Kristen or Christine or something. Alright, there we go. Pretty nice signature on that, actually. Jim Everett. Alright, Jim Everett. That is Beckett on your authentication. JSA was on the Zach Evans. So June. Double hit. Double hit spot there with the Rams. Did we get a 3-banger? We've only done that once. Alright, box 1 right here. Box 1. Sealed up all the way around. There's our front, back. Not a 3 hit, but what? Who is this? Oh, nice. Look at this helmet. Look at this. Sweet looking helmet. We have wide receiver Roddy White. Roddy White coming out of there. It's a nice wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons on our Beckett authenticated helmet. Roddy White. That'll go out to David. David, 2 hits with the Falcons tonight. How about that? Alright, David. Is that more of a Thea hit? Or is that for David? Or William? Alright, Roddy White. Alright, did we have any of these guesses? These are names. I'm going to guess no. I didn't see it. I'm real quick. Alright. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. It's 1 whammy. Alright, here we go. We have the police, we have gold, and we have flowers. Alright, everybody that put a guess in, you're gonna get a chance here. Has to come up with the name. Alright, so name. First person's name that comes up. Alright, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Troy! Alright, Troy, your name comes up because your guess comes up on a separate line. So we wouldn't have taken like the Matty Ice. These wouldn't have counted. But this one does. So Troy, congratulations, Troy. You are going to get a box of mystery here. We have the police, we have gold, and we have the flowers. What up, Jones? We were waiting for you for the biggest hit so far. Police it is. You got it. Alright, Troy. You passed up on the flowers. The flowers have not 1 but 2 packs of Prism Draft Picks and a bonus wild card mat pack. Alright, so you missed out on those 2. Alright, you passed up on the gold. The gold had the whammy. It was a black and white Funko of Snow White. A black and white Funko of Snow White. So we missed out on the Snow White Funko. Alright, Troy. That means the police. How about this? How about a pack of Resurgence? Topps Resurgence. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Topps Resurgence. Let's do it. There's a little Drew Brees. Brian Dawkins. Joe Montana, the GOAT before we knew what a GOAT was. And your rookie in here. How about a little Jalen Polk? Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, Kobe Mayo did hit, yep. Corey, as always, you are welcome. Alright, guys. How about a little Funko love? Alright, 1 photo, 1 jersey, and 1 Funko. Now, let's go in there. You guys are going to give me 1 letter from the alphabet. That's all you have to do. Give me 1 letter. Alright. Let's go in. I want to figure out the names now instead of the items because I want to see if that'll give it time to give it time to adjust in here. Because it's acting goofy tonight with the OBS. It needs a patch update for sure. Alright. So, if this was the 7th time, Troy would have the letter A, George would have the letter Z, but it's not. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more makes it 7. Alright, wow. George has got a conglomerate of names right here in a row. Alright, but Jake will have the letter A. George will have the letter Z. I'm going to copy this. I'll even take you over, show you what it looks like in here, because that's what the letters are going to be. Because I can tell you right now, it's not going to line up correctly right away. But we can go in there. It's all been recorded if we need to go back and replay it. But I'll try to refresh it now. Well, look at that. It worked. It worked. All right, there we go. All right, well, we'll go over those letters. You can see them now. We'll go over those in a little bit. All right, let's figure out our photo. We have 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10 as possibilities here. All right, so 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for our photo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, we're going to use photo number 8. Photo number 8. All right, so let me grab that. This is photo number 8. Take these off. Now for our jersey. We have 1 on the table. We also have 2, 4, and 6. So 1 is a possibility. 2, 4, and 6. 1, 2, 4, and 6. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box number 6 here. Let me grab box 6. All right, so coming on box 6, coming off box 1. All right, Funko on the table is box number 1. We also have 3, 5, and 6. 1, 3, 5, and 6 here for the Funko. 1, 3, 5, 6. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. Let's do it. Box number 1. Alright, guys. I'm going to call no more guesses here. We've got Jake with the letter A. Thea has the letter B. Charlene has the letter C. Jake has the letter D. Adam's got the letter E. George has F and G. Troy has H. George has I. Troy has J. George has K and L. Charlene has the letter M. George has N. N has N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. David's got W. Jake's got X. George has Y and Z. Alright, guys. Not seeing any trades proposed or anything. So, what I am going to do is start opening these up. Let's use our little championship ring. Championship box 8. Box 8 right there, sealed up. All the way across, looking good. We have a hockey player right here. All right, Yuso Ricola, the letter R. Yuso Ricola, the letter R. All right, we have George with the first hit there. Yuso Ricola, hockey player. All right, George. Yuso. Alright, box number 6 for the jersey. Box number 6. A little glitz and glamour, a little tap. Alright, sealed up all the way around. Secondary seal's gonna be down there. Cut into that. The number 6, the number 8. Whoa, look at this. Jaromir Jagr. That's a Rangers. So we got 2 hockey break hits here. Jaromir Jagr, Hall of Fame legendary winger, one of the all-time 10 greatest players to play the game. Jaromir Jagr. That's going up to Troy. Troy, look at that. Jaromir Jagr on a Beckett hit. That's a huge hit. On a Rangers jersey. You don't see a ton of his Rangers stuff signed. That's a first for me with the Rangers. with Yager. One of the 10 greatest players of all time right there. Alright, Jaromir Jagr. Alright. Box number 1. Alright, championship. Ooh, championship. Bringing some nice luck, it looks like, maybe. Box 1. Box 1. Looking for something good. I agree, Steve. Absolutely agree. Oh, look at this. Hall of Fame legendary quarterback, Terry Bradshaw. Thea on the hit. Look at this. The upset coming out on this break. Thea. Big hit right there. Hall of Famer. Beckett authenticated. David's wife right there. David, congratulations to your wife there on the big hit. Thea. Terry Bradshaw. Boom. David, there you go. You were always saying, when are we going to finally hit the Funko? You got to just put your wife's name on there, right? Alright, Bradshaw.